It's like Small World, and the enemy controller did the fusion dance and had a baby. This card is crazy. Let's talk about it.
Alrighty guys, so with that intro out of the way, I wanted to talk about this quick play spell card coming out in Premier Pack in 2023. I don't try to do random videos about one card specifically, but this card is so crazy I had to talk about it because it's literally Small World, but light and dark version and on crack because it's a quick play. And it can be used on defense and offense. Let's talk about it. Tribute one light or dark monster, semicolon, special summon one light or dark monster with the same original type and level, but different original attribute from your hand or extra deck. During your main phase, colon, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one light and one dark monster in your graveyard, semicolon, that's cost. Shuffle both into the deck, then draw one card. You can only use each effective duality once per turn. That's a lot. So first and foremost, I wanted to start off with a talking point of normal summon a Luber activate effect to try to search for any of the branded lines of play that you can. They chain Veiler, they chain Imperm. You chain Duality, it moves off the field, it resolves, and you summon an Arclight. It's pretty crazy just to start with, but I don't know if that's gonna, it depends on the lines of play like that. What's gonna be the meta? Would you want your opponent's stuff to be banished? Cashier might be a thing when this card is still out. You know what I mean? Like, it still might be a thing. Is this gonna be a good card to summon? Who knows? It's just showing the possibilities to start with. Moving on from that, it also says that you get to, you don't have to wait a turn, but you get to banish it, then target one light and one dark, and then shuffle them both back into the deck. Kind of like Dream Mirrors. Dream Mirror is an obvious idea that I'll probably do another video where I just focus on the Dream Mirrors because this card is actually kind of insane for them. And it might actually pull them into being at least a possible rogue deck, which I kind of find fascinating. But anyways, it says shuffle both into the deck, then draw one card. So therefore, you don't have to wait if you Foolish Burial Goods this card. Therefore, you can get to plus off of that immediately. And it's kind of just as strong as like Chaos Space. It's Chaos Space, Enemy Controller, and all those cards roll into one, guys. This card is absolutely insane. Moving on though, getting into hammering out the details as far as other possibilities. Dogmatical Fleur-de-Lis, the Knighted, is a level 8 light spellcaster, and so is Master Cerberus. Therefore, being able to morph into a card like Dark Dragoon, because it is a dark spellcaster with the same level, means that you can easily jump with new combo lines into stuff a lot easier. And it can also be used defensively because this card is a quick play. You can take a card that is on your field like Fleur-de-Lis, maybe you've negated them already with that, and then they try to play from there, or you say at res of the negation, chain or activate Duality at resolution, tribute it off the field, and then special summon a Dragoon, and then that's another card they have to play with. Like that is actually insane. This is just as defensive as it is offensive, and I just find this card absolutely incredible. Can't say enough about this card. The next one I kind of had been hit up with a friend about is King Dragoon. I find this one kind of interesting just because Dragon Link players can play this. I don't know if Archbrave Dragon is going to be that relevant. I just picked a level 7. Go find a level 7 light dragon that you like, and just know that it can easily turn into a King Dragoon, which says your opponent cannot target dragon monsters with card effects, and once per turn you can special summon one dragon monster from your hand. Anybody that's a Dragon Link player, I am not a Dragon Link player, but I feel like having this as a possibility, it just may be something that you want to take a look at. As far as other stuff you want to take a look at as I move along a little bit quicker, Mirror Jade is a level 8 Dark Worm, and Sword Soul Grandmaster Shishao is a level 8 Light Worm. Therefore, you could interrupt them with a negate and then suddenly put a Mirror Jade out onto the field to give them a little bit of a hard time as well. Now, obviously, with the branded stuff, you got to be careful on some of these cards because some of them say they must be fusion summoned. Like Winda for the Shadal says must be fusion summoned. Make sure that you're aware of the rulings. Cards that say must be summoned this way cannot be summoned regardless. But if it doesn't say that, the world is your oyster. Moving down the list, also with Shishao, you have Draco Berserker of the Tenyu, which you already play inside of your extra deck if you played Sword Soul, and you know how powerful this card is. So having this card on offense, maybe you negate something and then you bring out Draco Berserker immediately afterwards with a Duality. That's just possibilities, guys. That's what I mean. There's so many possibilities in this sense that you definitely have to kind of slowly kind of pick through them. Kind of like Small World. Maybe it'll take people topping and figuring stuff out before people really pick up on this card, but I definitely feel like it's absolutely insane. Hopefully it's like Chaos Space where somebody finds something quickly. Skeletal Dragon Felgrand is a zombie level 8 light monster, and Balderrock is a level 8 zombie dark monster. So again, moving along quickly, Ashuna, Yazi. You have Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon and regular Cyber Dragon. Now, clearly, this card says a fusion summon of this card allows you to pop spells or traps, but again, you don't have to have that to be able to attack on an empty field. So, a Cyber Dragon being able to do a lot more on an empty field, that's kind of good. That means the raising the baseline of what the deck can do actually kind of speeds the deck up even more, which is scary if you're thinking about Cyber Dragons. Obviously, with Dragon Maid Xiao, it's a level 10 light extra deck monster that's a dragon, and obviously you have Redums inside of so many of these Red MD, my bad, I always say Redums. Red MD is inside of so many of the Dragon Link decks, but then I started to see it lose favor, but this just being a possibility, it could pull it back into the fray. It just depends. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, continuing on with the Cyber Dragon theme, can morph into Cyber Twin and vice versa. I mean, who would want to take offense off the field for this guy that would have question mark or 0 defense? But you know, yeah, that's you. Do you, boo boo? Black Rose Moonlight Dragon and Odd Eyes. You have the bestial Lubellion being able to morph into Furious Dragon, which I think is actually kind of crazy, and I can make a video about that as well. Road Warrior and Colossal Fighter. This is just being mentioned because level 2 or lower warrior or machine monster. Interesting. Anyways, Michael and Noctovision Dragon. I mean, Michael could be an interesting card that you could slip into a Dragon Link deck off of this card. And last but not least, Armory Arm and Machina Unclasped Bear. And the Machina stuff, some of it is dark, so you know, it is what it is. Let me know, guys, down in the comments, ideas that you have for this card. What do you think about it? And I'll see you next time. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm out. Arrivederci.